Hello, everyone. You are welcome to Anchor Network, where you get reliable and authentic news that are so crucial to you. I say big thank you to everyone who has been part of this channel and who has taken time to subscribe. And if you are yet to subscribe, I say please click the red subscribe button and also the bell icon. The bell icon will allow you to get notified anytime we publish any news. Buhari's Independence Day broadcast an insult, says PDP. The People's Democratic Party on Tuesday said President Muhammadu Buhari's Independence Day broadcast was an insult on the psyches of Nigerians. The PDP National Publicity Secretary, Mr. Kola Ologbodiyan, said this in a statement. He stated that the speech was completely unpresidential, lacking in patriotic stance and replete with manifest inconsistencies, contradictions, paradoxes, and false performance claims. According to him, the broadcast further confirmed that Nigeria is perceived to be in wrong hands. He said the PDP notes that President Buhari, in his recorded address, failed to forcefully address the key issues of freedom, social justice, constitutional order, separation of powers, rule of law, human rights, credible elections, national cohesion, accountability, and transparency in government, the very fundamental of an independent state, because its administration has violated them all. The party regretted that President Buhari had no forceful reassurances on the challenges of escalated insecurity under his watch. He had no clear-cut and operable blueprints to revamp our economy, which his administration wrecked in a period of 4 years, resulting in so much hardship and despondency, and that Nigerians now resort to suicide and slavery abroad as options. Our party notes that this address further exposes that the Buhari presidency is not interested in nation building. That it is completely disconnected from the people and remain insensitive to the plight of Nigerians. Ologbodiyan stated that, if anything, Buhari only succeeded in further demonstrating that his administration is indeed in no position to deliver a credible, acceptable, and satisfactory Independence Day address. He added, the death in foreign direct investments and the inhuman treatment being meted out on our citizens in countries where we were once held in very high esteem are some of the injuries our nation is suffering under the Buhari's administration. The party describes as depressing that while other leaders motivate their citizens on a day like this, President Buhari is presenting uninspiring claims, propaganda, and empty promises. So guys, people were like, oh, these PDP people, let them go and sit down in one place. They can go and sit down in one place. We know PDP was bad. PDP was bad. But how do you describe what we are experiencing now? Anybody can say anything about them. In as much, even if it is anybody, even if it is your enemy and the person is pointing out the truth, you don't even care about what the person or who the person is. We are talking of reality. Whether what the PDP is saying now is different from what or the way Nigerians are feeling, then you should be able to decide that. Let's forget the messenger. Let's focus on the message. That is key and is paramount at this period. All that they have said is not far from the truth. Of course, people say PDP didn't do well. Of course, I can't be here and be saying, oh, PDP did this. Yes, they goofed. They performed, woefully. They are part of the problem we are facing now. But now that somebody said, okay, I'm going to change the narratives, I'm going to bring change, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. But they came to compound the problem. They came to add to the problem. And you expect us to clap for them. Exactly. Everything about the speech is opposite. That is just it. It's contrary to what is on ground, to the reality on ground. That is just the truth. You can take it, you might not be able to take it, unless you are telling me that your life has changed for the better since this administration came in. And if really you are claiming that, then you tell me the percentage of the people, that are in the same shoe with you, that are really enjoying what you are claiming. If you are telling me that your life has been changed for better, that everything is normal, that what we have now is better than what we used to have, then you will tell me the percentage at which that has happened. I speak for myself and a lot of people that I know, and we can feel it in the atmosphere. We can sense it. So it is not what the speech is really an insult. You talk of being a Democrat, you talk of a law abiding, you talk of economy, you talk of all this insecurity that we are having. Now the chief of army staff, Burutai, has said that army need to resort to spiritual. They need to go spiritual, in tackling Boko Haram, in dealing with Boko Haram. That is just what he said. I don't know the interpretation of that, but he said, we need to go spiritual, or they need to go spiritual in order to be able to battle with Boko Haram. What does that tell you? These are the same people who have come to say, oh, Boko Haram has been defeated technically, but not reality. Technically, that English, that word, in a technical way, but when you talk of reality, it is not so. And that is what they are priding themselves over. Now from Boko Haram, we have a Fulani Esme, we have bandits, we have kidnappers, we have all manner of things. Those are the people that the government is negotiating with all of those things. You talk of economic, forget it. You talk of power. Oh, they are asking Obasanjo, where is the power? Where is the $16 billion? Where is the power? Now, the vice president came up sometime to tell us how much they have spent on powers again, and yet how many megawatts do we have? Over 200 million people with how many megawatts of electricity? What has changed? You talk of the issue of fighting corruption. In the scale of 10, maybe I can give them 1.5, because they try to shift ground a bit. They told us that they recovered a lot of money. The social investment program they are talking about, the president's wife came out and said no, that she didn't get anything. No, if people are complaining now, they will tell you, oh, these people, you are not in position to say anything. PDP is not in position to say anything. These, their supporters, did they come out to debunk or to backlash the president's wife when she came out to talk about the social investment program, that she didn't get anything? Our people didn't get anything. Is she from the opposition? She's even from the presidency. So what do we have to say about that? When people come and be telling you, oh, you guys don't see the good things that the president is doing. So what about the wife? What about the wife? Where do you place her? These are the same people who will see the truth and try to cover it up. They are the problems of this country. Because if everybody should come together, and the unfortunate thing there is that they are suffering as well. They are suffering. They are suffering. Everybody is suffering. You can come and tell me, oh, it is not my portion. Forget it. Just stop deceiving yourself. Stop deceiving yourself. Everything is not spiritual. At all. Everything is not spiritual. In as much God said you must walk before you eat. If you don't walk, you will not eat. Why can't you go spiritual? No, I'm not going to walk. Let the manna start falling from heaven. Our God is a principled God. No matter how you want to faith it, oh, I have faith. No, we are talking of reality. Our God is a God of reality. He's a disciplined God. He's a principled God. So some people can come and be, oh, it is not my portion. It is not my portion. But we are talking of reality. We are talking of reality. The president's wife said all manner of things, pointed out a lot of corruption going on in this country. She came out to talk about Kabas, two people who have hijacked the presidency, that her husband is no more in control. Nobody said anything. She has been crying. Nobody said anything. Now we are seeing all of those things. Now some people will come and be telling you, who is PDP to talk? Who is Ologbondiyan to talk? Are they far from the truth? No, they are not far from the truth. Have they done better in the past? No, they didn't do better in the past. But if you want to compare what is happening now with what they did, you will say they did better. They are better off. But no, we are saying they themselves, they are part of the people that brought us into this mess. Because if they are done well, I'm sure this administration wouldn't have come in the first place. When somebody does well, if you do things well to impress the masses will be they will be the ones coming out to say, no, we want you to continue because we can see your good work. All the politicians, they are of same. They can come and be saying, oh, this one did not do like this, one did not do like this. That is why we're having problem with this president's administration, because he told us, and we know quite all right, that PDP didn't do well. Everybody was tired of PDP. Of course, a lot of people were like, oh, good luck, Jonathan should come up. I always say it, and that is my opinion, and that is the way I've experienced it. That is the way I felt it. It was a good thing that PDP was able to, to go out of the position, because good luck himself didn't have the political will to be able to drive the country. He just tried his best. And this so-called cabas, I don't even know where they come from. They are they are psycho fans. They will just, when somebody comes in as a president, they will just go around the person, they will be telling them all manner of things. But the unfortunate thing is that these same people who are the president, or who are, who are leaders, before they got there, they know how all of these things play out. But why, when you get there, you allow people to be deceiving you? Does it mean you are blind? Does it mean you don't have sense of your own? Does it mean you can't do a lot of things? Does it mean you don't read papers? Does it mean you just sit down there and be forming king? You don't even verify a lot of things that they will come and be telling you lies, telling you a manner of things that are not. They will come and be telling you, people will like, oh, it is not the fault of the president. I'm not talking of this Buhari alone, the past president. Oh, it is not the fault of the fault of the president. Oh, it is the people that who are feeding him. Feeding him with what? Is the person a baby? Is the president a baby that you are spoon feeding? That you will just tell anything and he will agree? If not, that the person too has his own. So that is just my own concern. Like what they have said, it's not far from the truth. Nobody's even interested in this independence. Independence for what? A day before, we know what happened. And on Independence Day, you are telling us all cock and bull stories, telling us you are this, you are that. It's just the opposite. Reverse is the case of what the speech that was made that yesterday. Reverse is just the case. You can be there and be deceiving yourself. You can be there to be supporting, but within you, you know that you are suffering and smiling. You know what is happening. You know what is obtainable. Maybe out of shame, you don't just want to come out. I mean those who are supporting them. Anybody who is ready to do the biddings of the masses, that is the person we are going to support. If you like, be anybody, we don't care. In as much the masses can come out and testify, yes, we are in a new era, we are in a new dispensation, we can feel the goodness. It will go around, everybody will say it. No, you can't hide the truth. You can't hide good things. People will say it. When we hear that people are beginning to jubilate that their standard of living has changed for the better, yes, that is when we can say, okay, of a truth, that this person or this dispensation has done the right thing. If not, nobody, whether you are, I don't even know where you are coming from. We don't even care the party you are coming from. We don't even know your tribe. Do the right thing, and that's it. So, guys, that is just my own opinion concerning what Ologbodiyan, the PDP spokesperson. I don't know if you have a different opinion. Please, I would like you to leave your comments below in the comment section. Thank you very much. Bye.